Greetings everyone, Doc Russell here, and welcome back to Day 25 in the 7 Days to Die series, Frozen and Homeless, Countdown to Alpha 21. And welcome to the first episode of this series after the first Alpha 21 dev streams. I'm going to share my thoughts and observations from that stream. First thing, of course, is something that happened late in the stream, actually early on in the Q&A session, where Rick was going against the wishes of the other two on the stream, and he actually gave a rough estimate of when he thought Alpha 21 Experimental would be made available. So, Rick Hunick, one of the co-founders of the Fun Pimp, said, and I quote, "We're not going to have 7 or 8 dev streams. We're likely to have 2 or 3 more tops. As long as there's no must fix, you know, I hate to say a date," end quote. Then about 20 seconds later, when the others tried to stop him from talking, Rick said, and I quote, "Wishful thinking is early May. I think, you know, mid-May is probably more realistic. And if it comes out sooner, I'll be pleasantly surprised," end quote. He then said they cannot commit to that date due to any show-stopping bugs. Now, if you've been around for a while, you know the Fun Pimps have a history of not making even their rough estimates. And keep in mind, this is just a rough guess and not a promise from Rick. So I think the community should temper their expectations and think more along the lines of the end of May at the earliest. And then if it comes out in early to mid-May, great! Now, making a guess on April 12 that mid-May was realistic with early May as a goal, that is much different than taking a guess for 6 months down the road that would have tons more ways for things to go wrong. He was basically confident that they could be ready a month from now. They did say that after the first stream, there was only going to be a few more streams and not 7 to 8 like in the past. Okay, so we're talking 2 to 3 tops, as he said. So that gives credibility to the potential of a shorter time period between the first dev stream and the release of Experimental, which was eluded in the past. Now, on the official forums, it was revealed by someone else at the Fun Pimps, quote, "There are 63 must-fix tasks right now, of which maybe half need to be done to release Experimental, and more will be added as we go," end quote. Now the next stream is going to happen the same time but a week later, so it'll be 9 p.m. Central Time on April 19th, which will be April 20 for others on the globe. And this stream is going to focus on the artwork. As for other things brought up on this stream that may be new information to some, Trader Quests will change from a selection between 2 rewards to a choice between 5 options. You won't need to spend perk points to get 5 selection options like you do currently in Alpha 20. You'll get that right from day 1. However, the 5 options presented will be scaled via trader scaling to something more appropriate for your progress. So in other words, don't expect a double-barrel shotgun as a reward choice in the first few days. And as many of you already know, the trader's secret stash is being removed in Alpha 21. They also said there will be a new type of trader mission, and they actually showed off part of it, called Infestation, which is really the same as a clear mission, but with about twice the volume of zombies. So a Tier 2 Infestation mission is really just a Tier 1 clear with about double the zombies. Another thing is that cooking will take longer in Alpha 21, and the only benefit to the Master Chef perk will be to speed up the cooking time. Recipes will not be unlocked by perking into Master Chef. The only improvement will be the time to cook the food. Another quality of life change is that when you loot smaller containers like trash or bird nests, those containers will go poof and disappear. The strategy is that players will only see loot containers that are full, and so you're not going to be distracted by empty containers. So if you see a loot container from a distance, you know that it's got loot. This of course can be a downside to some that may use these bird nests, trash bags, etc. as a temporary stashing location for any loot they may have on them to avoid over-encumbrance. Another quality of life enhancement is the ability to track recipe items that you need to craft something, but you can only track 1 recipe. There are currently mods for this, but now they are finally bringing this concept into vanilla, but again, you can only track 1 recipe. Alpha 21 is going to bring in the ability to craft items at any quality level up to that maximum that you're allowed based on your perks. So in other words, if you have the ability to craft a Tier 4 crossbow, but only have the parts for a Tier 2, you can click on the left arrow next to the tier number and go down and actually craft that Tier 2 crossbow. I can think of many times where I would have wanted to have this ability in vanilla Alpha 20, so I definitely agree with this new ability. When asked in the Q&A session, they did say no to a question about Tier 7 weapons or tools, so let's just not expect those. They did mention a new spawn that they referred to as the Spawn to Backpack or the Spawn by Backpack. The goal would be to avoid having to travel a few kilometers just to get your backpack when you die. No comments as to what happens to those that were around you when you died, so they still could be there lingering around the area of your backpack. When discussing base decorations and customization, they said there are now up to around 2,000 shapes, and I think when they were discussing Alpha 20, they said there were around 1,300 shapes, so perhaps even more to come. No word or no definitive word on colors. Some of us really could use some better paintbrush colors. They talked about various optimization improvements, but I'm not going to expect a monumental improvement when I'm in the city during a horde. I understand what they talked about, but I'm going to save my expectations for when the game is content locked for gold and they can start making big changes that will have a significant effect on optimization. I'm glad for the updates, but I don't expect as much of an improvement as was implied in the dev stream. That's just me. Also, the random world generation system has been improved not only to generate maps faster in Alpha 21, but to make the roads connect to driveways in the wilderness and other such enhancements when using the map. I'm sure we've all seen those bizarre terrain results from random worlds, so hopefully we're going to see how this goes. The Fun Pimps are still saying that Alpha 21 will be a short turnaround, as they want to release Alpha 22 about 6 months after releasing Alpha 21. I interpret that as they really want Bandit's release, and I can't say that I blame them. Bandits are the next big roadblock to significant long-term progress. Once they have the bandits in the game and can iron out any exploit that the community finds, then they can move on to really implementing a true storyline to the game. Some storylines might be added right away when bandits are included, but I'd be surprised if we saw even a rough draft of the endgame anywhere in Alpha 22. And at one point they did quote something about being delayed to Alpha 22 or 23, so even as of right now, yes, they are planning on at least an Alpha 23. One interesting part in the first dev stream that I noticed right away, and apparently others did, as there are now many online theories about it, is when Rick referred to a helicopter landing pad in a trader compound as a, quote, teleporter. Now, the online consensus is that the body language of the others, especially Lathan, was not so much of an oops, but rather a shouldn't have said that, implying that there may be a teleport aspect to that helicopter pad later on. Now, they did say that that entire purpose was for a later alpha, such as Alpha 22, but didn't elaborate any more than just that. So, as I previously mentioned, the next dev stream, the second dev stream in total for Alpha 21, is going to be on April 19 at 9 p.m. Central Time, or April 20 for a lot of the globe, and this one is going to focus on art, so the visual aspects of Alpha 21. While they're going to try hard to stay on topic, they of course may give some more data beyond just the art itself in this second dev stream, but they did say there will not be a Q&A session. Of course, there's always a possibility that the art people or some of them cannot attend that stream, but they really want to do art for the next stream, and then the stream after that, the third total stream of Alpha 21, should be about levels and new POIs. So that's my summary of what I found interesting from the first Alpha 21 dev stream. There are 2 to 3 more streams, so we'll see how those go. But let's get back to the day 25 activities now that I've talked about the dev stream all the way through that first trader mission and even then some. There's one. Come on. And a second one. Okay. This one here. Inventory. Basically, it's my saying to myself, what are things I would keep on myself if I had more space to hold things? So I kind of put those there. A few of those things I put right here in the dump box. So let's just kind of throw these in there. As long as we're going to go ahead and turn in a mission, let's grab a few things otherwise to sell. What does this do? Not a whole lot. Mining helmet. That sells for a lot. That sells for even more. So we'll take that.
Takes some nerve to ask for work and then turn...
I didn't say I asked for work. I just checked out and said, what do you have available? What we have here is a failure to excommunicate. Excuse me, bacon, back here. All right, let's go ahead and head on up to this trader, which I don't remember who you are, but you're up that way. Trader Bob, what's happening? Can I see your inventory? I mean, then you're a trader, so you should have an inventory. So, what we got going on here? Boring stuff. Crucible schematic. Don't I already have a crucible? That's right, I got my claw hammer. Oh, you don't have anything that I care about. You got azaleas. Wow. Alright, let's try round 2. Gotta say, Bob, this is not a huge improvement. Actually, do you have, I forgot, do you have a fire axe? No, you don't. Alright, Bob, you don't have anything that I care about?
Apologies.
Alright, Bob, you wasted my time. Thanks for doing that. Let's go over here to Happy. Eventually, I can get a place to put the bike down. And we can go over to everyone's most happy and joyful trader. Trader wrecked. Wrecked.
State your business.
My business is I'm going to rob you of 96 dukes, and then I'm going to look at your inventory. I'm going to get disappointed. Okay, single pocket armor. No, I need the triple pocket. Gotta have more than just that, dude. Rocket launcher. Yeah, I'm homeless, and I need a rocket launcher schematic. Not going postal to that capacity. Magnum schematic. I don't have a Magnum. I wouldn't mind having a Magnum schematic. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, so we're over here. So now, Rec, we're going to go over to your buddy over here. But let's see what the traders got going on. Ooh, chemistry station. I get chemicals. Workbenches. We get more work. And okay, some of those. One of those guys. Okay, okay. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Not necessarily good, but not bad.
The apocalypse isn't so bad.
Oh, the apocalypse isn't so bad? Dude, I'm living it. But I want to... It could be much better if you had decent inventory. We're not off to a good start here. Still not looking too good. One last possibility. Don't need a pump shotgun schematic. I've already got a pump shotgun. Do 10% more damage to bears. Not necessarily a bad one to have. Let's go and take that one.
Gratitude and safe travel, friend.
Okay, what's in the bookcase? Paper. Okay. What do you know? More light armor. Okay, we already did that. Alright, so a whole day of not getting a whole lot done. So, we can head on back to the normal area. Okay, so a day of driving around, trying to find good stuff from the traders. Traders don't have really what I want. I got a few odds and ends that wasn't necessarily looking for, but really I was looking for some schematics. Well, I got the Magnum schematic. Okay, that's good. But I wanted a triple pocket mod schematic. That's gonna come in handy with encumbrance and such. Also was looking for a wood axe. Still haven't found one of those yet. Might be able to craft one Since I've got minor 69er more than 0, should be able to craft one, but we'll take a look and see. Maybe not. Maybe it's just basics. We'll find out, though. Let's get back here to where we can craft some stuff and see what we can see. Other than the fog, which means I can't see a whole lot. Oh, the crops are growing. Yeah, everything's growing. Good, good, good. Okay, so I did get these military boots. 8.3, so they are an improvement.
Just to let you folks know that Trader Joel's will be closing soon.
Okay, does Trader Joel's announcement come with any hearing tests? Because my goodness, that thing is still loud. I'm standing right here, doofus. Okay, so I got the padded boots. Yeah, okay. Let's modify. Take off the one thing. You modify, put in the one thing. And where? See, you're not bad, so I can put you like
Trader Joel's
I can put you down there. Because it's essentially backup stuff. Okay, if I have handgun parts. Handgun parts. Handgun recipes. Okay, Magnum, what do I need? I need 7 and I got 7. Okay. I need forged steel, duct tape, polymers, and springs. And I can make a level 2 Magnum. Okay, so forged steel. Forged steel. In here. I got 11. I need 15. What else we need? Duct tape and polymers. Polymers will be in here. Plenty of those. Duct tape. We got that. And we can make more with this and this. Springs. Again, we're low on springs. They always seem to be low on the springy thingies. Okay, that was an interesting change in color. So we're going to go to here. So Magnum. So I need one more duct tape. I can do that real fast. Polymer's got those, and then forged steel. So really, I need just 2 more springs. I can go find another car. Scrap some other vehicle and make a spring. I don't think. Can I make? No, not make. No, make it a spring. Okay. Can't make it anywhere. Right, so oops. Select the Magnum. So I've got everything except for spring. I need 2 more springs and I can get a Magnum. Okay, so there's a car over here. First, let's take a look at the car. See, does this doorless vehicle with nothing else? Oh, hang on, it does. It does have redeeming quality. It's not redeeming. There's a spring. 2 springs. Okay. That's what we needed. Oh, and we'll check bird nest because we're here. Wow, 2 eggs. Not bad for the middle of the night. All right, let's go ahead. What am I missing? Oh, the forged steel. Okay, that's right. I can get that from here. Forged steel. 1, 2, 3. Really? I need more? I need more clay. Okay. Gardening. I got clay and the gardening stuff. You get to working. Okay, you start with your stuff. Let the clay do its thing. Let me feed this a little more. 3, 2, 1. There we are. Okay. Enough of you. Turn off the heat signature. Okay, 44 Magnum. Oh. Actually, no. let's go ahead and craft it. And then we'll come and see, because as soon as I did this, if I did put more perk points into it, then it would just require more of everything, which I don't have. So let's go ahead and just make that magnum for right now. Gunslinger, yep, that's what it would be. I do have 2 perk points available. What to put them into? The answer is, I don't know. No, really, I don't know. Kind of drawing a blank here. Shotguns are good. I definitely use them. And I can do that with these 2 levels, or I can just put it into strength itself and bump it up here. Oh, I don't know. We'll hang on to those for a little bit. Right, it's nearing midnight and completing day 25, so I got days 26, 27, 28. 3 more days until Horde Night. So at some point we'll start figuring out what to do for a Horde Night base. Probably not going to go with a whole lot more elaborate than what I've done in the past, but we have the options, so we could do something completely different. We could grab one of these houses over here and convert it into something. Maybe, yeah, there we go. Let's go to the top of that tower right there. Why not? What could possibly go wrong? Anywho, come back for day 26. Hopefully at the end of day 26, we'll be ready to do some more harvesting of the garden. Get that going on. Definitely want to start planning out for the Horde Night base. So we also got to see what's going on in the rest of Alpha 21 news, at which point we can get some more content to also talk about here. So while the crops keep growing, we'll keep planning for the next one. So until next time, good day and happy gaming.